People on the phone, interviewing them, setting up interviews, going to the newsroom. The newsroom's like the coolest place ever. The first day of my internship, when I walked into the newsroom, this sounds really corny, but like I knew I wanted to be a journalist. It was eye-opening. That was a good starting point.
This is Alex Potachik. She's 20 years old, going on 30, and she's been bred to eat, live, and breathe writing. Writing is her life. It consumes her, and she, as a whole, consumes the writing and rhetoric world.
Basically, we work off a template, so it's not that hard.
In the present day, people are constantly in a rush, always using up their precious time to do endless chores and errands. Alex, she sees time differently. Every minute is a moment that she can be out capturing a story, interviewing a person, or blogging about the latest news. To her, every moment counts in the writing world.
You're in all of these.
This is for sure.
This is the Post Standard.
Yeah.
Aren't these usually like big time writers who write for this?
I mean, they work for the Post Standard, but
And you're just a college student?
yeah.
Big money.
I'm an intern. I make zero money. My name is Alex Potachik. I'm a junior in the SI Newhouse School of Public Communications, majoring in newspaper and online journalism, and I have a minor in Spanish.
And I love writing.
And I love writing. It comes natural to me. It's easy. I can sit myself down in front of a computer with all of my source information, all of my interviews, and all my transcriptions for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'll end up with 1,500 word story. It just flows. I wrote 16 profiles, which were pretty in-depth, and my mom actually told me this, I think it was this past September, that one of the players is now working where she lives, which is Farmville, Virginia, and he came up to my mom and he was like, I just want to let you know, like, your daughter really has some talent. And she was like, why do you say that? And he was like, she wrote a profile on me last summer. My mom actually printed it out, framed it, and now I have it with me at my house here. And that was like pretty incredible for me. Like I never really thought my writing meant something to anyone.
Alex is an unusual and not like many other 20-year-old writers. Aspiring to be a journalist, she uses the power of her words to inform others on endless topics, from organ transplants to the latest crime briefs. She writes for the Near West Insider, the Southside Stand, the Daily Orange newspaper, the Post Standard, ESPN Radio, the Onondagan, and College Town Life. She never stops writing. Her ideas are constantly being created and expressed for all to see.
For me, writing is obviously a way to express myself, but most of the writing I do isn't, it's not my opinion, because I'm a reporter, so I'm supposed to leave my opinion out of it. My favorite part of writing, or I guess being a journalist, would be interviewing. I like to talk to people, I like to dig deeper and find what someone really is all about. I feel like as journalists, it's our job to get these stories out there and share basically human interest stories that people want to hear. Today in media, you always hear about something happening with celebrities and big scandals going on, but the real heart of America, I think, would be the stories that people have to tell about their own lives, and getting them out there to the public eye is something that I would really like to do, because I have a passion for this, and I'm patient and willing to listen when really they just need someone to talk to and they want to share their story with someone.
Alex expresses her love for writing as it developed at the young age of 8. It started as she learned to create words that started to form sentences were those sentences transformed into powerful articles that ultimately touched the lives of others. From there, her true love for journalism blossomed into something exciting and something so entirely real.
When I get an idea, it just flows. Probably the worst at organization because the way I write, I don't recommend to anyone. I take all of the best quotes, put them on a page, and then I start filling it with information, kind of like a backstory. And I've heard people say to me all the time, I post myself on Facebook and on Twitter and on my website and blogs and LinkedIn, Google+, everything, and people always give me feedback, which I love, saying you really have a talent, like there's a formula to writing and you've discovered it. And I don't see that myself, but I think it's kind of cool that other people appreciate what I've done and what I plan to do as a journalist.
So, let's tally it all up, shall we? Alex lives in a world in which she is consumed by writing, journalism writing to be precise. As a 20-year-old student, she writes for over several publications as her list continues to grow. She finds true meaning in expressing herself and great joy in emphasizing the voice of others. Writing to Alex is like the final piece to her puzzle. It ties it all in, gives meaning to what she calls life. Alex Potachik is the definition of writing and rhetoric. It's her lifestyle.